kick-ass macaroni and cheese right here on Palmetto Grill and Smoke. Working on some awesome mac and cheese. Cook our noodles to a little bit less than al dente. Drain them with cold water to chill them down. Drain them, get them pretty dry. We're adding about half a cup to 3/4 a cup of Parmesan. Hey, for the record, folks, I hardly ever measure, so you're gonna have to suck it up and deal with my imprecise measurements. I'm sorry. So anyway, about half a cup to 3/4 a cup of Parmesan. I'm gonna start melting up some cheese mix to go in here too, and it's gonna go on the smoker. Starting to make the cheese sauce for the mac and cheese. I've got butter, milk heating up in a saucepan. I've added about 1/3 of a large block of Velveeta. And I know the cheese sauce purists out there aren't gonna love that either, but let me tell you what, this is really good mac and cheese. So this will get our cheese sauce started. We're gonna be adding some shredded smoked Gouda, some shredded cheddar, and some shredded pepper jack. We're gonna mix this in with our pasta, and then we're gonna be adding the final piece, which is going to be some of our palmetto cheese, or sometimes called pimento cheese, which is kind of a thing of the South here. I use the one that has the diced jalapenos in it. It really kicks that mac and cheese up a notch. So the Velveeta is melted down into the milk and butter. It makes a very nice cheesy base. And we're gonna be going down with, like I said, the cheddar, shredded cheddar, and smoked Gouda. I'm gonna reserve a little bit to top it. So I'm gonna stir this in until it melts, and then it's gonna go on the macaroni noodles. Here comes the cheese sauce for the mac and cheese. When you smoke this, we're gonna be adding some extra milk to it, because when you smoke it, it has a tendency to really dry down. So you wanna have an extra wet mac and cheese when you're doing it on the smoker. Bringing in that pimento cheese. I said we're gonna be adding some extra milk to this, and you may think this is way too much, but trust me, you need the extra moisture when you're running on a smoker for an hour. You gotta get that cheesy goodness off that spoon. I think I got it all, no cheese left behind. All right, coming in with a light dusting of the leftover shredded cheese. Mostly a light dusting, because I don't actually feel like shredding much more. I love the fresh shred versus shredding the bag shred. I feel like it gives a much better melt and flavor. It doesn't have that stuff, that drying agent that keeps that cheese from sticking together in the bag. So if you can, always fresh shred your cheese. Now we're gonna come in here, we're gonna hit this with a little bit of the same rub that I'm actually using on some wings I'm making tonight too. So a little bit of that rub in there, and this is ready to go on the smoke. Now, you may see some stuff going on in here in the background, and this is some pork belly that I'd smoked previously and frozen. So I'm gonna cut that up into cubes, and I'm gonna fry it a little bit, and that's gonna go on for about the last half hour on top here, because what doesn't some form of bacon make better? It makes everything better. So we'll be seeing that later. Smoked mac and cheese from Palmetto Grill and Smoke, topped with some smoked pork belly. Look at all that cheesy goodness. It's going to be delicious.